Garten, Wohngarten, in Stundenplan, Kindergarten, and you laugh at everybody's name. That's very nice. That's all right. I laugh at my own name. In fact, I'm world famous. Did you know that? But I've never heard of me either. So I will try to do my best to teach you some science tonight. Now, my science is kind of fun and kind of scary, so you may have to hold your ears once in a while. I hope not too much. But I also want to talk to you about how big God is. Did you know, if you are God's child, do you have a big Father? God is big, isn't he? And God is also sweet. Ooh, how many of you like sugar daddies? Maybe you've never heard of them. Ooh, how many of you have heard of sugar daddies? Oh, they're so yummy. They're like yummy burnt sugar. Slightly burnt sugar. That's why they call them caramels. And they're very chewy and make sure very sticky to your teeth. But that's just a little one like you get maybe at trick-or-treat time. Have you ever seen the bigger ones? Have you ever seen these that are a little bit bigger? They take a little bit longer to eat, don't they? But how big is our God? Does God want to bless you a little bit? Or does he want to bless you a whole lot? Who can eat this? Woo! That's a big sugar daddy. I want you to remember, God is super, super big. Now, I have brought a balloon with me, and I am not even sure what you're supposed to do with these. Are you supposed to use them as a rubber band? Are you supposed to, what are you supposed to do with the balloon? Blow it up. It's not working. In my mouth. That didn't work either. I thought you guys were scientists. Aren't you supposed to know something? Do what? Blow, put it in my mouth? The other way. All right. That's not working either. This is very, very simple. Somebody said blow it up. So let's see if I can blow it up with these dynamite. You don't want me to do that? Now let me see. I tell you what. Let me do something. We're talking about how big God is. So let's blow up some balloons with something that will work a little better than my mouth. Let's see, what do I have? Oh, let's try one of those first and see how well that goes. We'll see how big God is, how big this balloon is. You think, how big does the balloon go before it pops? Not very long. You know what, that makes me want to do something even more fun. How many of you have ever blown up a punch bowl? I always wanted to see how big these would get. Let's see what happens. Is that all right? That balloon wasn't that big, was it? Oh, whew, that scared me. That made me dizzy like I blew it up myself. Whew. You know what? I think God is bigger than all of them. He's our Father. We are His child. Let's see how big He is. Want to see how big God is? Big enough to take care of you? Yeah. I think he's way bigger than this balloon. I could have blown it up, but we don't have time for even all of it. So let me let the air out. Oh. Air conditioning. I don't know where that leads to. Please don't pop it. All right. go get that little pad. Because I got to get them all. All right, let's see what else can we do. I'm going to need a helper, so you better sit down fast or you can't be chosen to be a helper. Let's see, is anybody out there going to be in first grade? You are? First grade? Would you be a helper? Can you hold a stick? Would you like to help? Okay, come on. What's your name? Zoe. And how old are you, Zoe? 5. And what grade are you going to be in? First grade. All right. So she's 1 year old going into the 5th grade. Boy, you are tall for one. Oh, 5. Going into the 1st grade. Okay, I got that right. Zoe. That is a nice name. Now, where did you get that butterfly? On your shirt. Is that a real butterfly? Oh. Whew, I thought one had landed on your tummy and you didn't even know it. All right. So your name is Fred. And is your name Fred? Where'd Fred go? Wasn't Fred right here? No. You're not Fred. You're Zoe. All right, Zoe, stay right there because I want you to help me with a big trick. All right, so we got a big stick to help make the big trick happen. So would you hold on to that for me? And wait, I said hold on to that. What? You made 2 already? All right, hold on. Here. All right, are you right or left-handed? You don't have one? Here's another one. Hold on to that. And we'll do a little bit of thing. Hi. What? How did you do that? You keep multiplying these sticks. All right, let's see. You need another hand. Do you have another hand? How many hands do you have? 3 or 4? 2. Oh, you can do it. Here we go. Hang on to that one. Hang on to that one. All right, let's get rid of all these. We'll do a little trick. You hold that. All right. So, here's what we're going to do. Put these away. And I want you to take this piece. I like to do crafts with paper and paper fold. And so I made this little hat, and I think it fits you. No, it does not fit you. Would you tap on that for me? And let's see. You tap lightly. Tap a little harder. Tap a little harder. Oh, that's really good. All right, let's see. Hey, now we have a red hat. You want that one? No? Yeah. It fit me. It's like I already have a hat on or something. All right, tap it again. Really hard this time. Ow! That was hard. You really are strong. All right, very good. Look what you did. You polka dotted it. Let's see how that looks. That's pretty good. What do you think? Do I look good? Does that make me look really better? All right, so let me see. All right, tap it again. This time really, really hard. Okay, very good. You are like the best helper I ever saw. Well, let's see. What do we got now? Oh, we have... You made it stripy. Oh, now it's really good. Now it looks really good. See? Yes. It's beautiful. All right, one more time. Give it a tappity 2. 2. There you go. That's right. All right, so now we have this beautiful... Oh, look at that. Now this hat is my favorite hat. Did you know when I was a little boy? Does that look good? My mommy told me that I would make a good clown. I said, I am no clown. Is there a clown on there? Let's see how it looks. She looks beautiful. Now my mommy said that I'm a clown. I said, no, I am a serious scientist. Do I look like a clown to you? Do I look like a clown to you? I do. Oh! What is that? That's like a big cherry on my nose. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say thank you very, very much, and I'm going to give you a science toy that thing's dangerous. Give it up for Zoe or Fred, whatever. Give it up for those ladies who uses that so well. Did you know that God is with us always? And that He helps us all the time to make decisions every day? But you know what? He didn't make us. Now, what if I told you that I took some yarn and some string and I took some plastic and I put it in a box like this one, and I shook it up and I poured out something really awesome. Would you believe that was possible? Yeah! What if I told you that I put all of that in a box and out popped this funny looking trick thing? Would you think that was possible? Yeah! How many times do you think I would have to put it in a box and shake up the yarn and the plastic and the string? How many times would it take for this to just fall out accidentally? Probably impossible, right? Even 1 billion times it would probably not even happen. But take a look at this interesting contraption. It's a very neat invention. It has a string and a pom-pom set on both sides. One long string, one short string. Not that impressive, except this is what I noticed, is when I pull on this one, that one also comes up. And when I pull on this one, that one also comes up. And so it's kind of, always one side is long, and wait a second, what was that? How in the world, can you imagine in your head, you scientists and engineers, can you imagine how this actually works? Think about it. What is inside of that that makes that actually work? You think, well, let's see. I think maybe a pulley or a contraption or something. So anyway, all we know is one side is always long and one side is always short, except when it gets, what? Except when it gets broken? Who broke this? Now it's two. That is amazing. I'm going to see how this works. But I don't even know how my own trick works. But you know, if I do that in a box and shook it up 1 million billion times, do you think it would fall out like this and work like that? Not in 1 million years. And yet people think that you are an accident. That you just happen to be a product of a world that worlds collided and boom, we had the earth and you were born. And you would say, the only way that this thing can be made is if somebody with a brain thought it up. And you know what? How could the universe exist unless God himself thought it up and made it? So God created us in his image, and he wants us to love him back and respect him for all that he's done for us. Now, I got a couple more things that I want to show you, all right, before I quit. Oh, yes, this one. This one kind of bothers me because I have to do something a little bit scary, all right? I have to sit down. But I'm going to sit down on these cookie things. Do you think I can do it? I don't know. All right. You think those are real nails? Yeah, I'll tell you what. One nail will hurt you, won't it? But a whole bunch together, you know what? We are stronger with God and we can do a lot for God. But you know, one of our things we're trying to learn tonight, what is it? Life might get tough. I'm going to tell you, life will get tough. Life is tough. Life will be tough on you. But you know what? God says you can trust in him. So, let's take a balloon. What happens if you put a balloon on a nail? Well, I hope it won't. No. It's not popping. How come? Well, it has to do with physics. All those nails. Do you think those nails are fake nails? And that's a really strong balloon? No, let's just do one nail. Maybe that balloon will pop. Yes, it will. But all those nails together. You know, we can make a mess of life. We can have a hard time. But God will protect us. And he will keep us close to him if we keep ourselves close to him. How many of you like candy canes? Look at this candy cane. I love it. That is not a candy cane. That is a Christmas plunger. I don't like Christmas plungers. How many of you know what this is? Well, I hope you know. Okay, all right, so we're going to do a couple of messy things, and then I'll be done. But I wanted to give you lots to think about tonight. We can make a mess of our life. Life will be tough, but God will help us. I'm feeling wiped out a little bit, so let me either. We're going to do something else. If you give God your all, even though we don't have enough strength to live for Him, if we give Him our all, He will help us balance our life. We trust Him. Let's balance. And I'll give you a prize. Come on. Oh. You dropped something. What you dropped? You dropped something. Here, you can have the back. Yeah, there you go. Give it up for Mr. Retriever. All right, well, I better wrap things up because we have other people who need to talk to you tonight. And so I want to do a couple of experiments. Again, we have to trust in God even when things get tough. And things will get tough. Sometimes you guys like to take bubble baths and it kind of relaxes you and helps you to know that you can be clean again. You know, you can talk to God and ask for forgiveness and He will make you clean again anytime. But one of the things I found out when we serve God is that sometimes things don't happen exactly as we plan. Can you burn bubbles? No, you can't burn bubbles. You want me to do that again? So even though we make a mess of things, God will purify us with fire. It's the tough things in life that will actually make us closer to God and stronger in Him. No more hand on that thing. All right. Well, I saved this one for last, but I'm not sure how it will work because I did some experimenting with it earlier today, and it didn't work so good. So if this doesn't work, I'll do that one more time before I quit. But let's see. So if we can drop the lights. Our last thing we want to learn is that Jesus is coming again. Can I turn this on? I don't even know how. Twist this on. Hey! Uh-oh. Where did my stuff go? See, that's why you shouldn't let me do stuff. I'll let somebody else.
Why are you doing that?
I'm trying to be helpful. I didn't mean to do that. All right, now we can try the lights. I didn't finish my preparation. This is how it usually goes. Nothing new. All right, I think I can see where the safety valve is. Here we go. Here we go. Rich, remember, we are waiting for Jesus to come back. And you know, the Bible says He will come back in a flash. In a twinkling of an eye, we'll all be gone up to heaven with Him. And so we have to always be ready.
Yeah, give him a hand. Professor E.